Right, how are we all? It's the big match on Sunday. It's the big day on Sunday, we should say. A big day which is being prepared with some very good results. Now, Lazio won, which I guess is not that bad. It's not the best result because I think that match could have easily ended as a draw and it would have been great for Roma. But obviously, if we think about the Champions League zone, then it is much better for Inter Milan losing points than Lazio in a way, because Lazio are too weak for the Champions League, right? And AC Milan are losing 2-0 at home, ladies and gentlemen. So a potential win tomorrow might launch AS Roma in a very solid, and I mean extremely solid, Serie A position. So it's a big match. Now, the match against Juventus in Turin at the Juventus Stadium is a very bad match with very negative records. In fact, Roma have won just once in Turin against Juventus at the Juventus Stadium, at the Allianz Stadium. And that case was at the end of Maurizio Sarri's year at Juventus, where Juventus had already won the Serie A. AS Roma was fighting for a Europa League spot, and Juventus was playing their academy players, and Roma beat Juventus in that case. But that was the only case when Roma beat Juventus at the Juventus Stadium, and we can say that Juventus wasn't interested in that match. So I really don't consider that as a win. The match tomorrow is a very, very, very different match because of the manager Roma have now. A manager which absolutely detests Juventus. Absolutely detests this team. And I expect a reaction from Roma tomorrow, even though Juventus are a solid squad. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you guys Mourinho's press conference analysis / reaction using bits, using chunks of speech coming exactly from Mourinho's mouth, you know? Mourinho's mouth. And we've got quite many to talk about. It was quite a long press conference, so let's get cracking. The first question is obviously the most important question, and it's what every journalist and fans want to know right now. A journalist asked Mourinho, Abraham trained today, can he play? And Mourinho was short but decisive here. He said, let's see. Today's training is little, but he comes with us and tomorrow we'll see. He improves day by day. Now, obviously, Abraham got an injury when he was playing for England against Andorra or Moldova, can't remember. They were playing at Wembley. Abraham got subbed in and then he got out for a muscle injury. However, when he landed in Rome, he got interviewed and he said that he's fine and he wants to play on tomorrow against Juventus. Now, obviously, we had a conversation about this. I'm not going to go in full detail, but if this is rushing Abraham's rehab, then don't start him tomorrow because you're just risking him getting injured again and missing some very important matches. So Mourinho said he's improving and he'll see tomorrow. The most important thing up to now is to understand that Mourinho gave Abraham a call, and it is already big ups to the doctors and medicals at Roma for, being ready for this. Hopefully it doesn't mean they rushed his rehab, but giving a call for Abraham. Even if he doesn't play, I think Abraham can give that impact from the bench. He's very passionate about the fans, the squad, and Mourinho in general. So even if he doesn't play, I think he can give that impact to the squad in those difficult moments that will happen tomorrow with Chiesa and very dangerous Juventus players attacking. So I do think giving him a call is very, very, very important. But we'll see. We'll see if he actually starts. And then the second question is related to Vigna. And a journalist said, is there a doubt with Vigna? And Mourinho this was possibly the world record quickest response to a journalist question. It was not in doubt, he's fine. This is breaking all of our opinions on Vigna. Because at the start of the week, we got rumors saying that Vigna wasn't able to play because he was playing in Brazil 35 hours before this match and he was landing in Rome jet lagged, knackered and not fit for this match. But Mourinho just blew a controversial side on this and said, not in doubt, he's fine. So Vigna will start tomorrow. And I think Alex got it right. I think in the predicted 11, Alex did predict Vigna. I predicted Calafiori, but he will start. So I'd rather start Vina for this match just because of the experience in such an important match. But Vina needs to improve because he's not been great in these last matches. So we have to expect Vina playing because Mourinho was very decisive here. He didn't even give a motive to this answer. He said, not in doubt, he's fine, full stop. And now we are getting questions which are starting to look more of analysing Juventus as a side. Now Juventus are the greatest team in Italy if you ask me. And this is an interesting question because a journalist asked Mourinho, is Juventus a candidate for the title? And we know there's a big rivalry between Mourinho himself and Juventus. So we'll be very curious to see how Mourinho responds to this. Let's see. This is a question for Max, not me, obviously meaning Massimiliano Allegri. Juventus is a team of 20 good players with experience and quality, with a great coach with great experience. I am a candidate for the Scudetto. This is a great answer because you can see that there are some sparks between Juventus and Mourinho already now. A journalist, the question was, is Juventus a candidate for the title? And Mourinho said, this is not a question for me. I am a Roma fan. I am not thinking about Juventus. And then at the end of this quote, he said, I am a candidate for the Scudetto. And these moments is what make us Roma fans such, hyperactive. Because we want to see that spark coming from Mourinho. We want to see that again if Roma wins. So the fact that he went against the question the journalist asked and responded the question by saying, not mentioning if Juventus is a candidate for the title, but saying I am a candidate for the Scudetto means so much for me. And this can, for many people out there which are Mourinho haters, so welcome in the stream, you might think this is absolute bullshit from Mourinho. It's not. Because Mourinho had the courage to go against a Juventus-related question and say, I am a candidate for the Scudetto. He believes in this. He wants a determined squad which can be ready to win a Scudetto. If this obviously means that Roma is a candidate for the Scudetto this season, or next season, or in 3 years, I do not know. But what we know after this small sentence is that Mourinho wants to be a candidate about Juventus. He wants to be a candidate of the Scudetto. And what he was thinking when he was answering this question is, why is this guy saying Juventus a candidate for the title and not mentioning Roma? He's right. Because Juventus started shit. Why wasn't the question related to Roma? And he wanted, he wants everyone to focus on his club because he thinks, the passion, right? It's there. They want to win something. And it's absolutely great. Great news, as I repeat. So, yeah. Now, next question is something about a player. We've got a question about Villar. And this is a curious question because someone asked, is Villar out of the squad? Is there a problem with you and Villar? And obviously, I don't expect Mourinho saying everything about the Villar deal now. But, we're starting to get an image of Villar at Roma. Mourinho doesn't like Villar. And I seriously think that if Mourinho is not convinced by Villar and Villar doesn't convince Mourinho, then, as much as the potentials Villar had, then unfortunately he had to be sold. He has to be sold. So, the question is, why? What has happened with Villar? And Mourinho said, we are 23 players plus goalkeepers. Why are you asking me specifically about Villar? Already with this start of the quote, we get a sense that there is something going on between Villar and Mourinho. It's not true that he is not called up. Someone has seen him go out of Trigoria half an hour ago, and maybe he has come to his wrong conclusion. He is there. He will be on the bench. He works well. He's making an important effort to adapt to my way of thinking about football. For him, last year it was easier to play. He had 5 behind and the work in midfielder was different. I'm happy with him. He will have opportunities to play maybe tomorrow, but it starts from the bench. So it's interesting because Mourinho is giving us, he's actually explaining to us why VAR is not that important up to now. And I think this is, it's important to know because, Roma fans want to know, every football fan wants to know everything about what is going on in the squad. And Mourinho gave us a really good conclusion. He said, where did you read this, that he's not going to get a call? You're absolutely bonkers because I've never said this. And, he will be called tomorrow. Now, starting VAR and giving a call to VAR is 2 completely different things. And that's what Mourinho is trying to transmit to us. Because, already giving a call to a player, yes, is not great for the player himself, for his personal records, for his personal career, but it means that he's integrated in the squad. So, we've got a reason for this. And the reason is, last year, it was way easier to play in the midfielder section because Fonseca played with 4 midfielders. Mourinho plays with 2 defensive midfielders, which means that these 2 defensive midfielders need to play as attacking midfielders and as defensive midfielders as well. And VAR can't do that. He's not great when it comes to physique. He's not that aggressive. So Mourinho is telling us, if VAR wants to play, and this is more of a message to VAR rather than us. He's saying to VAR, if you want to play, you need to work well and adapt well into this new role. Because the way Fonseca played and the way I played is very, very different. And then he said, maybe tomorrow he will play, but he'll start from the bench. So getting obviously an overview of the life of each player at Roma is always good stuff. Because we always get to appreciate what is going on around Trigoria. Because, if you think about it, fans see 20% or even 20-30% of what the squad does. Fans see the matches. But the matches are 1, maybe 2 times every week. The other 5 days of the week, they live together, they work together. But the fans, unfortunately, don't get a chance to see this. So having, speeches of Mourinho describing to us what is going on is always a bonus. The next question is, are you thinking of the welcome of Roma fans that the stadium will reserve for you? Are you worried about Orsato, which will be the referee tomorrow? And they've asked this question, are you worried about Orsato? Because Orsato is one of those referees which has favored Juve many times. And I think the Serie A got it extremely wrong to make Orsato referee this match. When he's already made many mistakes in the past when it comes to Juventus. And this is quite a long quote, so ears wide open, lads. It concerns all the referees. Before the match, I'm always happy with the referee. I don't care about the past or the previous ones or the first results. I trust everyone. I start from the principle that they are all good and everyone wants to do well. Orsato was a great experience. I'm calm and happy. After the game, sometimes they make mistakes and I'm not happy and the criticisms comes out, but as normal criticism. Before the game, I'm always happy with the referees and tomorrow is no different. Orsato has many years of experience. I have no problems. The welcome will be the same as always. Maybe different, I don't know. The last time I had a slightly criticized reaction and it was strange. We forgot what happened for 90 minutes and we thought just that. It's not a drama. So, this is right. This what Mourinho has told us about the referees is absolutely right. And I think it's something a well-experienced manager like Mourinho would say. And, he's trying to tell us that, I'm not mad that Orsato got picked for this. I'm not mad that Orsato refereed your match. I don't look at the past because I know that Orsato is a very experienced referee. He has made many mistakes, but every referee, especially now with VAR, makes very, very, very a lot of mistakes. And now, if if referee makes a mistake, it is even more criticized because of the use of VAR. So, Mourinho's made it clear. I have no problem with the referees before the match. You know, if the referee bottles the match, like we could potentially say they did at certain bits against Lazio, then I will be mad. Then my criticisms will be heard. But this is a question which had to be asked after the match. You can't ask how do you feel about Orsato before the match. Because yes, okay, he's made errors in the past, so obviously you expect some pressure on the referee, but at the same time, he said it absolutely right. I have no problem with referees. I have problems with referees after the matches if they bottle and make mistakes. So, referee question, and then the next question. The next question is a shock. I was actually reading this, and I got a teeny tiny bit of a shock. Because it involves Newcastle, ladies and gentlemen. And we all know that Newcastle are now the richest club in the world. And they're playing Tottenham tomorrow. And I'm going to say it right now. Clip this right now. Clip it. Record your screen. Newcastle will beat Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow at St. James Park. Clip this. And if I then get it right, tag me on Instagram at Lower Score the Simon Show up there. Remember, Newcastle win tomorrow. But now that Newcastle are the richest club in the world, anything could happen. You know, any manager could go and manage them. Any player could go and play for them, respecting the financial fair play, which in many occasions, like PSG, is never respected. So Newcastle right now is like Dracula to other clubs, right? So anything can happen with Newcastle. And the question was, okay, the first mini question in this journalist question was, is the game with Juventus like all the others for him, or is it different? Okay, and then he said Newcastle fans called her the ideal man to rebuild the team. And that's where my heart went, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, Newcastle right now is a very tough club. Newcastle right now is the richest club out there. You know, they can offer quite a lot of money to Mourinho, and he would probably accept the offer. And Newcastle fans have said that the best man, the ideal man to rebuild their squad is Jose Mourinho. And that is when I literally was about to die of a heart attack. But obviously I know that Mourinho is loving his experience in Rome. He's loving the passion of the fans. And there was a part of me saying, no, he never go to Newcastle. But let's see what he has to say. Nothing to say about Newcastle. Only that I had an emotional connection with that team and that city because I worked with one of the most important people in the history of the club. I am happy to be here from the Roma and Fredkin project. Do I particularly feel this match? I feel like the games I like to play the most, but not for any particular reason because they are great games. They are always 3 points up for grabs. Winning with whoever is at the bottom of the table always gives the 3 points, but playing against teams with quality players is a challenge that everyone likes. So, you know, there is a part of Mourinho. If Mourinho was managing, let me give you this perspective. If Mourinho was managing a club like, can I say, Tottenham, if he would still let Tottenham manager and he got a Newcastle offer right now, I can 100% guarantee that he would have gone to Newcastle and he would have accepted the offer because he has given a reason to it. I had an emotional connection with that team and that city because I worked with one of the most important people in the history of the club. You know, if he has an option to go there, he will go there. But he said nothing to say about Newcastle because he's happy. And you know, a big factor of this is the fans. Is the big up to Roma fans, the passion they transmitted to Mourinho. Because, you know, I was really, really, really tempted on this. You know, Newcastle could buy anyone right now. But obviously at the same time, Mourinho just started his adventure at Roma and it can't end this fast. So, he said this. He said that, you know, I have a strong connection with Newcastle, but up to now I'm focused on Roma. I want to win something with Roma, and I will try my best with all the players' help to get a trophy back for this club. So that's what he's saying. But there was a tiny little bit of shock. I'm not gonna lie. Right, last two questions. First, second to last question is, last year Roma came within 16 points of Juventus. Do you feel you have reduced this gap? What needs to be done to do this? The championship started a few weeks ago. Sometimes it's hard to answer because it seems like I'm repeating the same things over and over again. One thing is a team that plays to win the Champions League, and another is one that plays to win the Conference League. One thing is a team that plays to win 10 championships in a row, and another is a team that wins 0 in 10 years. One thing is a team that has worked with max 10 or 8 years, and another thing is one that has worked with a coach who has arrived for 3 months. One thing is a squad with 25 players with international experience, and another thing is a squad with 13 to 14 players and then good guys, which are good guys, but when the game starts, we are on the field 11 versus 11, and until the last second, all this must be forgotten. Mainly us, we must forget it and have the personality and the courage to get there and play our game. And can I just say that this was probably the most emotional thing Mourinho has set up to now as a Roma manager. Because, I feel like the objective for managers is obviously to make their club win something. But another objective, which is more of a personal objective for managers, is to compete between each other. Mourinho wants to compete with the likes of Guardiola, with the likes of Jurgen Klopp, with the likes of Simeone at Atletico Madrid, with the likes of, Thomas Tuchel. They want to compete with each other. And, it would be too easy for someone to say, oh yeah, Guardiola is the best manager out there. Oh yeah, Guardiola is the best manager out there. Oh yeah, Guardiola is the best manager out there. If Guardiola plays with De Bruyne, Grealish, Gabriel Jesus, Sterling, Ruben Diaz, and Stones in defense. It would be too easy, right? Because 90% of that is what the players do, and 10% of that is what Guardiola actually does. Mourinho wanted a challenge in his career to prove everyone that he's the best. Okay? And he gave us a lot of comparisons between a really top club and a club like Roma, which is an increasing club, which has the chances, has the potentials of becoming a top club, but it just needs to convert those potentials into reality. He wanted a challenge because just like he did with Porto, anything can happen with any club. He won the Champions League with Porto, let's not remember. So he wants to tell everyone that to be the best manager out there, you do not need to have De Bruyne and Grealish. You need to have an experience. You need to try and manage clubs which are not used to win. And this is what Mourinho actually did. This is what Mourinho wanted. He wanted a new opportunity. He wanted to manage Roma. And now, he's discovering new sides of football which he didn't have at Tottenham. Which the passion the Roma fans are transmitting to Mourinho, you cannot say Tottenham fans transmitted the same passion to Mourinho. Unless you're a Tottenham fan, you can't say that. The Roma fans are making Mourinho sing the Roma anthem at the start of every match. The Roma fans are making Abraham sing the Roma anthem at the start of every match. It's the passion which means a lot. And Mourinho wanted a challenge to prove everyone wrong who says that Guardiola or Klopp is the best manager out there. And then the last question is a question about Juventus, because journalist said Allegri is not afraid to lower himself in the last 30 meters. Are you thinking of changing the game? Now obviously this can be mayhem because Roma's weak defensive skills in these latest matches can be a problem, because Juventus are a club which, as this journalist said, is not afraid to lower themselves in the 30 meters, attacking in the last 30 meters and also defending in the last 30 meters. Right, and Mourinho said this is not resultatism, it is talent. If it will change our game, it's normal when I say that I don't want to lose our game identity. It doesn't mean that I want to give Juventus what they want to have. It's dialectic of the game. During the match, I also like to read and change during the race. It's more difficult for me than for him. It's more difficult for me than for him because he has good players which can impact the game sitting on the bench, And Roma doesn't have squad depth, and it's something this club needs to improve on. Because Roma, apart from a few players sitting on the bench, doesn't have players which, if you stop them in, they'll give that impact to the match. And that's a problem, because the depth is something big at a squad. So he said, you know, I want to keep my identity. I want to keep the same way as I play. But at the same time, I will change some things. Because Juventus is not Empoli. Juventus is not Napoli. Juventus is Juventus. They play in a different way, and therefore we will counter-attack and play in a different way as well. Lads and lasses, this was Mourinho's press conference reaction / analysis. You know, I really like translating this to you guys, because there are many Mourinhistas, Roma fans out there who want an opportunity to actually comprehend what Mourinho says. But obviously, being an Italian, it doesn't really. You might not understand anything. So as much as continuing this AS Roma channel, which is obviously good to give managers' point of views, manager press conference reactions, it is also a benefit for non-Italian speakers. I will catch you tomorrow for the live watch along, the big day between the two rivalries, between one of the biggest rivalries in Italy, Juventus against Roma. And I'll tell you what, another fact, there's another big rivalry between me and my girlfriend, because she is one hell of a Juventus fan, and I am one hell of a Roma fan. But hopefully we win, because otherwise I'll get tortured, I'll get bloody abused. But yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. Up the Roma, up the boys. If you're new here, please subscribe, like this live stream as soon as it becomes a video. Follow me on Instagram at Lower Score, the Simon Show. And everyone here, please subscribe to my second channel, which is this one over here. Oh, the mirror effect. Oh, it's the mirror effect. It's that one over there. There. You see it? It's Simon, that's me. Link in the description below. Please subscribe. I'll read some comments now. Please subscribe on this channel and that channel as well. It means a lot. And let's read some comments and then I'll end the stream. AS Roma wins 2 goals and congratulations, folks. We have made it. AS Roma victory loading. Confident, mate. Candidate does not mean challenger. Considering that Milan is losing at home by 2-0 with Verona, tomorrow's game acquires great importance. Yes, agree on that, mate. Good luck tomorrow. Jose is a boss. Mourinho's mentality is what makes him the greatest manager of the modern era. Pep has always taken the easy job. Klopp sort of brought the league. I think Klopp is a great manager. I think Klopp is way better than Guardiola in my opinion, because he made he converted and he regenerated all the players he is now at Liverpool. Simon, I have the feeling that Roma will win tomorrow. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. I thought you were Irish, Simon. No, mate, I'm actually Italian. I thought you were gonna say she's one hell of a woman. No, mate. The problem is, if Juventus win, I will get bonkers. It'll be bonkers for me tomorrow. So not only my club needs to win for their own interest and to keep on their good streak, to keep on the Champions League zone, but for my future and to not get abused. And I could literally become bonkers tomorrow. But hopefully they won't win. Right, I'll catch you tomorrow. Good night, take care, and it's the big day tomorrow. Up the boys, up the Roma. Simon out.